Okay, we're going to make my shepherd's pie. Hopefully you've got your pan on, salted boiling water, and your large saucepan getting nice and hot. And we just need to get the potatoes on to boil. With a lovely creamy mashed potato on the top of it. In they go. Then into the saucepan we're just going to add a good teaspoon of oil and give that a little swirl around. And then straight in with the veg. That's your carrot, your red onion, your garlic and the rosemary. And I've got this on the main burner on a high heat still, so it's still coming up to the heat, getting nice and hot. And give everything a good stir together. And all we're doing here is just cooking down the vegetables just for a minute, just to take the raw flavour of the onion out. We go. Nice and easy this one, and a real family favourite, one that just tastes absolutely fantastic. It's what a hearty meal is supposed to be. So the onions should have just started to wilt really, and they won't be raw now, so we can add in the lamb mince. So straight in with the mince. And then just break it up with your spoon and give it a good sort of mash about, just to try and stir it if you can. And we can add a nice good pinch of salt and pepper now. So a good pinch of salt, and a good couple of twists of pepper. And then give it a stir. And hopefully the mince on the bottom should be starting to brown. See, like this. And so you want to try and turn it over to try and get it all browned all over as much as possible. There we go. And gradually what was pink looking mince will now be looking more and more brown, and that's what we want. Get a bit of colour on it before we add in the stock. You can probably smell the rosemary cooking already with the garlic. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, when you've got the mince pretty much browned like this, don't worry if there's still a few specks of pink, that's absolutely fine. We need to add in the tomato puree and the Worcestershire sauce. So it's 1 tablespoon of the tomato puree. And give that a stir in. And this won't make it taste of tomato as such, because you don't want it to be like a pasta sauce. It'll just add a little bit of depth of flavour. Okay, once you've stirred that in, we need to add in the Worcestershire sauce. So it's just 2 tablespoons of that. If I can get it open, there we go. And then just give it a good stir, and we'll be ready to add in the stock. Okay, hopefully yours is looking something like this, and it's ready to add in the stock. And it's just 300 millilitres of stock. Almost down. There we go. And it should just pretty much sort of cover it. If it looks like this, you're doing well. Okay? And so all you need to do now is just leave this to cook. It'll boil away quite rapidly. If it starts really properly boiling, then just turn the heat down slightly, but we do want it to boil and really thoroughly reduce for 10 minutes, by which time the potatoes should be cooked. But when you come back, just come back when the potatoes are cooked. And then all we've got to do last thing is just turn our ovens on to preheat to 190. And then by the time you come back, that'll be nice and hot, and we'll be ready to finish off.